we go. Have you got any mail to talk about? No.
No.
Excellent. Does Nick put this on the machine?
It got me overdue on something which I didn't think I ever.
That's a bit rude. Oh,
They're asking for a donation.
you need to stick your head out from behind
What
your
happened
wheel.
now? That's me.
Yes.
Well, they send me lunch and dinner every, on old lady type stuff. And then once a week they send me a thing saying they really wish I would donate $8 for the whole week. And let me say, some of those meals are not bad.
Can they bring it every day?
They seem to.
Do they not only bring it on a Monday?
What's today?
Monday.
Is it Monday?
I hope so. I think so.
Monday is the lunch or something.
Yeah.
But there's breakfast, there's dinners and stuff coming.
Yes, it comes. The dinner I know comes from the Dinner Bell, which is the one that's in the Masonic Hall in Ipswich, and I think it's different from the one that's midday.
Well, this is from Gloucester. They're looking for $8 for the
I
week.
have no idea what Gloucester is then. Goodness.
It's elder care. Did you want to see it? Look.
Oh. Senior
Is that the one?
care.
Senior care.
Oh, that's Gloucester.
And see, I don't have a checkbook, so I can't write him a check. Or at least I have one. I can't find it.
I know where your checkbooks are, I think. Do you keep them in that blinking briefcase? Do you remember your big
Where's
black
the
briefcase?
briefcase?
In my flaming sunroom.
In your room? In your sunroom?
Yes.
The one's under my desk. Can you get it under my desk?
Well, why was it in my sunroom?
I don't know.
Yes, most definitely. Because I kept looking at this thinking, I think that's Carlene's.
How does Janine write checks if that's where all the checks are?
Oh, now you're asking tricky questions. I don't know.
I don't know.
Gosh.
Just don't worry about it. All right, I won't.
Okay, well, that's fine. I shall give that back to you. And then we can... Oh. So we had quite an exciting weekend, really.
It was. Like today.
Monday. But today's been a good, just a get things done day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I have a serious problem, and I'm not getting enough exercise.
I'll swap you.
And then I get some problem that leaves me sitting in that chair, and then I go downhill further. So what I'm going to do now, and I just did it, is to walk around down here because I'm on camera. So if you guys are watching, if I fall down and don't get up, which would probably be, I don't think I could get up. I'm pretty sure I can't get up. I could for a while there in the house on the hard concrete. I did get up once, but I bet out here I could. I don't know. Who knows? Any rate, you probably ought to call Elizabeth.
Yeah, because Janine doesn't answer her phone.
Right. Leave her there.
Oh.
I do have a whistle.
Nobody hears that.
Nobody hears the whistle.
Nobody hears that at all. We've all given up with whistles.
It was a good idea, but it didn't work out.
Do you know what the problem is? We've got so many animals that make odd noises at the moment.
So I just one more of them.
Yeah, it just goes, oh, that's just a bird.
Hi!
Thank you very much.
Does she want to do? Does she want to do?
Maybe she's going back to get her children. And Sophie said to me, something are out, and she ran off. So all I got was mumble are out, and I went, must be an animal. So she ran off and slammed the door, and I thought, oh, she must have gone out the front door. It must be really bad. So I thought, I better get going. So I put my computer down and I went running after her. And then I realised she must have run really fast because I couldn't find her. And she was back in her bedroom, and I said, what is it that's out? And she went, the classes for next year So it was our timetable was out. I was like, oh well. I mean,
that's okay.
that's not a running exercise, really, is it? These wee rabbits are having a good time
I'm just watching the rabbits. They are.
out with their duck buddies.
They stay pretty close together too,
Yes, which is good, I think.
and they're eating the green stuff.
Yeah. I'd hoped the ducks would have eaten them.
Is somebody feeding the rabbits?
Yes, they've got feed inside.
They do.
And it's like a creep feeder because there's only that much of a gap. So they have to go under the barrier to get in. Otherwise the ducks eat it all.
Okay.
And the ducks are not shy about coming forward, I can tell you.
So they're all in line. There they go.
Yeah.
How many are we still? 6?
So we've got 6 of those and 3 of the others.
Right. You still got them.
Yep. Which I think is quite impressive.
Okay, now tell us about the argument you had with the Fisher cat.
Oh, it was terrible. It was yesterday afternoon, and the chickens started screeching in a very agitated fashion, and I had no shoes on.
Oh.
So I looked out the window and I thought, what is that in my paddock? You know, my chicken paddock.
Yeah.
So I went running out and in my socks, and you know it's full of rocks down there. So it went into the second paddock, and it had my rooster by the tail.
It's what?
It had my rooster by the tail.
Oh, okay.
So then he was making such a racket, the Fisher cat let go of the rooster, and then it grabbed my barred rock chicken, my stripy chicken, and it started running, and I was chasing it, and I got to the corner.
And you outran the chicken, the Fisher cat?
No, it won, but
Oh.
it started to climb up the corner of the fence,
Yeah.
and I grabbed the chicken's legs. so the Fisher cat had the chicken's neck, I had the legs, and my chicken was still alive. So I was going up to smack the Fisher cat, and then it climbed over the fence and into the tree. But it lost its grip on the chicken's neck, and the chicken flopped over the fence, but she was still alive. So I went running round the other side, and I picked my chicken up, and she died.
She died?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to end it with she's still alive.
No.
Didn't work out that way,
Did
huh?
not work out that way. So I think I'm going to have to put electric up, a barrier.
Whatever.
That's the first time I've ever seen a Fisher cat living.
I don't know as I've seen one up close.
I tell you, enormous claws in the front,
Yeah.
and
They're very good at what they do.
very good at climbing the tree. And then it went off over the driveway and down into the parking pit.
Yeah.
So,
They have a nest of them right up in one of those big heavy trees.
yeah. And so I lost one of my chickens. So, not best impressed. But I think the only thing that I can do to stop it is a little electrical charge on my fence line.
Good luck.
If I had a dog that I could trust with my chickens, I would shove it in.
I wouldn't, because the dog they get the dog. The dog might lose.
Yeah.
Those Fisher cats are tough.
They are. They're not very pleasant looking either, are they?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen one up close. They're about 4 feet long.
I know,
with
far
a tail.
far bigger than I thought. I thought they were like a stoat or a weasel size, which is like this. Yeah.
Yeah, these are serious cats.
It's far bigger than I was expecting. So not best impressed, I wouldn't say. But I'll tell you, last night, around about, what time did we get back from Meredith? We came down I think we put the goats away just before 9 o'clock. And we were really worried about Janine because we'd both left at the same time. Nick and I had left Meredith, we were driving, and Janine didn't want to lift, she wanted to ride back. And I said to her, I think it's going to thunder. I said, the sky's looking awful heavy. And I said, you not want us to put the bike in the back and you can just get a ride back? And she went, no, I'm going to ride back, I like it. I was like, okay. So we got back here and we came down to put the ducks in the rabbits away. And as we were standing here, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from it being deathly still, this wind just picked up, and it was like a microburst. The trees were bending, everything was creaking. I thought, I better go and pick Janine up. I said, maybe I'll just take the pickup and shove the bike in the back.
Yeah.
And then I thought, no, I think she does the rail trail back. So I wasn't actually sure where she was. So I thought, well, let's hope she makes it. So we did the barn chores, and then as we were coming out, here was Janine. She had just come, she had just arrived, and she said, what were you doing? I said, well, we've done the barn chores, so it's done. We put the goats away because it was going to be wet. And I said, did you feel that like the girl at the beginning of The Wizard of Oz, cycling? I said, you just needed your wee dog Toto. She said, it was crazy. She said, it was so strong, and it was like at ground level, the wind. It was unbelievable.
Huh.
Really weird and really warm, because remember it was in the 90s yesterday.
Yeah.
So it was really warm, strong wind, most peculiar.
I didn't even notice it.
No. And
Wow.
I was sitting here thinking, I bet you we had blinking trees down. But no, we were quite okay. So
Well, these trees, these trees are 100 years old, and why do they have to fall down now?
I don't know. I think they've given up.
Yeah.
It's but we were very lucky. But it was the most peculiar weather.
Okay.
And then Bud was here on Saturday,
Yep.
and you
Got my golf cart, here we are, fixed again, and it was just water.
Was it really?
Yeah, water in the batteries.
Oh.
These batteries are the very best batteries made, and that's absolutely wonderful, and they have a life span of 10 years.
How long have these been
12
kicking around?
years.
Well, we've got our money out of them already.
So we put the water, the distilled water back and fill them up, and charged it up, and it ran, and we ran it all over the place, and we came down, and I did not charge it overnight.
Right.
It wouldn't work in the morning. So it's not holding a charge, so I've charged it this morning, and that's why I'm riding it now.
And we can wait and see how long
I'm
it
not
holds
too
it for.
sure it's going to last till tomorrow morning, but we just plug it in tomorrow morning.
But it charged quite quickly.
Yeah?
It wasn't,
It's a good vehicle.
yes.
I'd be kind of lost without it.
Mm-hmm. It's very solid.
It is.
And it's
It's about being solid, because I have that desk I'm trying to get out of the parking pit. You know the desk? You don't even know the desk.
Hang on a minute. How many desks are you going to have?
It's not a desk, it's a table.
Oh, that's a bit better.
The round table.
Oh, the wagon wheel one.
Wagon wheel.
Right.
I got to get it up out of the parking pit. And it doesn't tip over well.
Right.
It doesn't carry well. It's for its very shape, it's going to be a challenge to move it.
Okay.
I haven't yet figured out how I'm going to get it out of I've got the glass over there on the ground.
In 3 pieces.
In 3 pieces that I have all, it fits, boom. So I conceivably could use it the way it is, but
Can you get, that stuff that you get for a windscreen, the liquid that you pour on, and when you've got a crack in your windscreen, it sort of seeps in and seals the
Really?
glass. Yeah, I don't know how that works though, whether or not it has to just be a partial
I
sort
had
of.
visions of duct tape, but
I knew you would have had visions of duct tape, strangely enough.
and the other option is I have it on a piece of Lexon. It would be possible to take a magic marker and have the 11, and I have a saw, a nice saw that would cut it out very nicely. But that Lexon is a little used.
It's cloudy, isn't it?
It's cloudy and things.
It's
It
not.
would not be a first-class operation, but the glass might be all right the way it is with the 2 cracks. It's only 3 pieces,
Yes, it is.
So at any rate,
So something to think about.
something to think about.
Yes. And what else happened over the weekend?
Fire.
Oh, there's a
We have a fire down the road from us.
Yes.
So there's a fire at a horse place in Ipswich on Linebrook Road, and boy, that's awfully close to our description because Linebrook becomes Boxford.
Yes.
So there are people that are going to think it's us, but it turns out it's people. Gretchen Mello is the woman's name. We've known them for years, and apparently it's a house fire.
Yes. It's not the barn.
I don't know.
Is the house that's on that farm red?
I don't know. There's a house that they live in, and then there was this sort of haunted house deal that we looked at before we bought this place. That I think went with that old barn. That barn is ancient.
Yeah.
That's the barn where the horse went through the floor.
I know.
Apparently the horses are all right down there, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
People got taken out by helicopter. Boston?
No, the helicopters were watching, and then I think there was two people.
2 people got hurt.
2 people got hurt.
In hospital.
Well, so one went to hospital. I don't think the other was transported, but then another person in the same situation was bitten by a dog. So they've been taken to hospital. I'm not sure if they were actually in the fire though.
They have a Great Dane, don't they?
I don't know what
They
they've
have
got.
a Black Dane. I don't know whether it's mine or not.
Well, anyway, something.
It's always getting out in the middle of the road, and people call me and tell me,
What, you mean it's not one of ours?
You're right. But I don't know whether I gave it to them a long, long time ago, because I do know them.
So I don't know, but hopefully it will be okay. It's pretty devastating though, as you know.
Okay.
And what else? There was no job today because we actually did that job last week,
True.
which is great.
There's no job tomorrow.
Is there not a job tomorrow?
I don't think so. I don't really know. I get it from Linda, thank God.
Yeah.
She's so good.
And I don't think there's a job on Friday. Is that right?
No, I think we got a bunch of kids coming up the end of the week.
Right.
Someplace. I don't know which bunch it is. It's the Shore business.
Oh, is it Shore Collaborative?
Shore Collaborative.
Yeah.
You got 100 kids in Peabody and Woburn and, they're all
Yes.
over the place. And it's all kids that are out in regular school system for one reason or another.
Right.
And that's the ones we deal with.
That's good.
And so far, his name is not Bentley. I keep calling him Bentley, but Larky has been wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it holds.
Yeah.
Sizzle will get tired of it, and sort of about an hour into it, she'll look at me and go, and I say, okay, Sizzle. And then I have her lie down by me. I protect her a little bit because she's not young and she's sick of the whole thing.
Yeah. She's a good girl though.
Yeah, they're good.
And we took Sunshine back to Meredith. So the big horse, the big black horse.
Okay.
So she has gone back to Meredith, and we brought Flower back, the mini you saw yesterday.
The
mini
black
horse.
one?
Yes.
That's a pretty horse.
Yeah, I know. She's a spicy raisin. She keeps everybody in control.
I want Janine to get hold of, who the hell is it? She knows them. They're myopia people. She's where Colby got bitten in the face by a dog. But
Oh.
they ended up with 4 of my donkeys
Mm-hmm.
and 4 harnesses. And my guess is they're not using them. And with those 2 horses that we now have, they would be absolutely gorgeous in those. That harness was done by the Queen's Harness Maker. It was lovely.
Yeah,
What the hell's her name?
I don't know.
I know where she lives.
I'm glad you do, because
Yeah.
I haven't got any clues from that.
And then the other, I'm just chasing my harness around. She had 4 of them, and then the people in Boxford had 2. They had-
Donkey-sized ones.
Huh?
Donkey-sized ones.
These are all for all my 32-inch donkeys.
Right.
Yeah, they'd all fit fine.
Have we got
Adams.
Adams.
Peggy Adams.
Have we got a cart for a donkey?
Huh?
Have we got a cart that's donkey-sized?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But if I can get those 2 dressed up like that, boy, I'll tell you, we'll find something. They are spectacular, the 2 of them.
Yep.
But the female is so fat that we wouldn't go very far.
She's in perfect condition, Miss Flower. Yeah. Yeah, she's a happy bunny. And it was very nice because she came back in and she just trotted in and she was like, "Hello, Delight, I'm back. You've been relieved of any responsibilities." She's super. So that's really nice to have her back home. And
It's hard to keep track of who's where.
I know, that's why we have to have it on a whiteboard.
I'm going to try working on Arthur.
Yeah, because I think he needs
Arthur's ears
something
are
to do.
so big that he would be perfect with his head hanging out that door too. And he'd like it. He doesn't load at the moment, so we're going to have to retrain that. But
Yeah.
you put the food inside, and eventually he'll go after it.
You'll self-load. Yep. He's a nice donkey, Arthur.
Yes, he is. And those ears are spectacular.
Yep. These ducks just have the best life, don't they? They just waddle around all day. Heaven help them when it starts snowing. It's
I don't know what people do with ducks in the winter. What do they do?
I don't know.
I've heard of things, duck houses.
Yes. I presume they'll just stay in their.
That's not very exciting. For what, 3 months they're going to have to stay inside?
No, they'll go outside with very cold feet.
In the snow?
I hope so. Well, they will have the opportunity, put it that way,
Yeah.
should they want to go out. We'll wait and
Speaking
see.
of things in general, I looked up the measurements of whatever that funny court is. Not tennis.
Oh, pickleball.
Yes, and it's supposed to be 44 by 22.
Uh-huh.
And our 22 is going to be no trouble, but we only have 32 the other direction. So we're going to be a bit of a short
Oh, it'll be a mini pickleball
mini
court. Yes.
court. It'll
Yeah.
work, I'm sure.
Well, I'm quite sure it's less running around.
That's true.
So that's not a problem. We shall enjoy that.
Right.
And I've been going around telling everybody that the deer fly have moved on. That's a lie. They were all back out yesterday.
Were they?
Yeah. Really bad.
Those triangular things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know them well.
They're like little tiny wee stealth bombers. And it was funny because they were just so bad down on the road, down in Linebrook.
Those what?
It was, I haven't seen them. They're not on Meredith at the moment. And they're not too, well, but on Linebrook, they were absolutely swarming.
They're in patches. I
Yep.
know. We had it around the pond for a while.
Yeah.
And then I got into that blue beer
Yeah,
cup
beer
deal
cups.
with the Tanglefoot goop. You buy this, show small cans of Tanglefoot with this. You take the top off, and it's got a brush on that. You know,
Yes.
it's a goopy mess.
Yes.
And you put it on the beer cup, and then they get stuck on the beer cup, and you got it made.
Yes.
But the beer cup has to move, so I put it on the golf carts way up high so they didn't get my hair. And the other thing I did was to put it on the gates. So
they
when
swung.
people move the
Yeah.
gates, they all go swarming for the...
Well, I tell you a really interesting thing Michelle has. So when she parks her car, she opens up the trunk so it's open so that she still gets a breeze in it. And she, on 2 wires, she's got plastic dragonflies that sort of like bobble in the breeze.
Oh, really?
And she said that when she opens that up, the mosquitoes and all the flies, they don't go anywhere near the back of the car, and it's got nothing in it. She said because they see the sort of like these things swinging, and they don't go in.
Well, why don't we get some more of those?
I know. I actually...
Michelle's a bright lady.
Yes, definitely. I actually thought we'd done quite well this fly season.
I thought so too. I'm into swatting them.
Yeah, and I bet you there's not much for you to swat at the moment.
No, I'll get 6 or 8 a day.
But you know, the funny thing is the weather's either roasting hot or a wee bit chilly. It doesn't seem to have...
That's from England.
Yeah. Yeah. And this summer season hasn't been too humid, really.
Who?
Hasn't been too humid.
No.
We've actually been very, very lucky. Well, I think
Just
we've
the
been
heat.
lucky. It's just the heat. Yep. So,
Well, the bunnies are hopping on all over down there now.
yeah. They're doing really well. They've got a lovely space.
Yeah.
And Elvis is totally and utterly underwhelmed with his visits to the pond each day.
He comes up there looking for a treat and nobody gives him one. We should take that thing of treats out of my house and set it over there. You know which one it is? It's the one
Outside?
milk thing that doesn't match the others.
Oh, right.
And that's got the horse treats in it. And then they'd be right there and you could give them one. Because he's standing there looking so hopeful.
He needs to go and eat the blinking grass. That's what he's there for.
I know, he was grazing down by the pond earlier.
I hope so.
But, you know, when he sees, you know, activity, like you came out of the house,
Yeah.
and he said, oh, good, here they come.
It's terrible.
He's still standing there.
It is. With his sidekick. She's there too.
Right.
We're quite some... Those turkeys are hilarious.
Who?
The turkeys are hilarious.
Yeah, funny.
And they just got that little gentle chirp when they follow you around telling you a wee story.
Yeah.
We're very happy little things. So
You do know that we had them over there with all the kids. And
Yes.
the kids got down and put their face right up to the fence, making their eyes very available to them. So this is the one big problem, I think, with the turkey
Yeah.
that we got to watch.
So Amber, at the moment, I'm not sure that we're doing the Donkey Derby as we have done in the last 2 years. I think we're going to do something slightly different this year because it's...
We should get organized in time to get the donkeys ready.
Well, we didn't bring a lot of donkeys. We didn't rescue a lot of donkeys either. But the other thing is we're trying to... It's been so busy because we're now doing 5, sometimes 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough people, to be honest with you. So we're not sure that we're doing that, but I'm sure Janine will be in touch. Yeah, so I'm not sure which one. Maybe Betsy arranged both of the dinners because the dinner bell one comes through from Ipswich. And maybe did she arrange that one?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not up on the dinner arrangements.
I don't know.
You got the lunch that was delivered today?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go, Carla. Not to worry. Lunch came in.
When he bought it, he walks into the house and he put it in the oven. So the dogs don't get it.
Well, that's very sensible.
Because my trash is in the microwave.
Naturally.
So the dogs don't get that.
Okay.
It's a very busy kitchen.
How was the visit to Oceanside? Now, we didn't go to Oceanside
No,
today
we didn't do that.
because what happened
We
was...
went there last week.
Yes, because didn't we double up? We went to Gloucester as well.
Good
So
day.
because we were up that way, we went to Oceanside. So Janine contacted them this morning, and she said that they'd actually made a mistake. They'd meant to cancel it because we'd already been. So That's what that was. But thank you, Linda. Now, thank you for the chicken house, David. They're doing very. David sent the chicken house, the one that's over there.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, they did lay another egg today. We're a bit overwhelmed with egg production now.
That's good.
But I was speaking with a friend on Thursday, and she said, "Gosh, so how many eggs do you get from your chickens?" And I went, "Not really any." And she said, "Total freeloaders." And I'm like, "No, well, they do actually lay eggs, but they lay them in a wood pile, under the wood pile. I'm going to be sacked."
You've got to get that organized. That's a waste of eggs.
Well, I'm about to try and shut that area off.
Well, you take all the eggs away to start with,
Yeah.
so that you know you're going from ground zero.
Now, we're not sure when the White House is going to be painted, because we have to leave the wood to cure for a specific amount of time. Can't remember what the builder said. I know it's got to cure for a certain amount of time before we can actually slap the paint on it.
You're talking the laundry here.
Yeah, your White House.
Okay.
But I'm not sure when we're painting it.
That's this thing right here, the laundry building.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can't remember when it was. Remember we had to leave it so that the wood dried on the building? I don't know.
Whatever.
So, that's it. Oh, thank you, Debbie. This is really lovely.
What?
So this lovely lady here, Debbie Paisley, she goes to Scotland all the time. She's fantastic. And she is Paisley's Farm in Boxford.
She is what?
Paisley's Farm in Boxford.
Oh,
you know where
okay.
Paisley's is. And they have some vegetables, etc. And she said that she had produce that they can't move on. If they've got produce they don't sell, they donate it to human resources places. And if it's really gone past its date, then it's suitable for our animals. So she's very kindly collected me some. I can come and get it though, but thank you so very much. We appreciate that, because you know our goats and our chickens and our rabbits and our ducks.
They like fresh.
Yeah, the fresher the better. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what that was. What's your not a laughing matter, Carlene,
I was
situation?
walking back and forth to the barn trying to get some exercise here.
Yeah. Were we laughing at that?
I don't know.
Yeah, no. As long as you don't disappear down a pothole, because there's quite a lot of them. I try go, see at night time, see when it's dark.
What?
You see at night time when it's dark.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've stumbled down one of those holes.
Yeah, damn right.
I always think I'll end up in my face and
That's because somebody took our road grader.
Yes, I know. I don't know who that could possibly have been. Yes, I think there's a Chewy delivery up there.
They are. They're two. Yeah. They're
But
up there.
Carlene collected the mail on the opposite.
And I couldn't pick it up.
She couldn't pick it up. There we go. So we shall grab that. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the goats are all in the pond area because the goat pen is actually open to the pond area. So they're supposed to be down there grazing. So they've been there for well over a month. But they're not doing a very good job eating everything.
Are they getting around the pond itself?
They do.
They're getting on the inside?
Yes, they go in the inside as well. And they're still not doing a good job there either, are they?
No.
No.
But if you lock them in there, that'd be good.
Exactly. Tell you. Wanda, I think, is probably with Janine. Is she? Or was she
She's
with
what?
you? Where's Wanda?
Right now, she's with Janine, I hope.
Yeah.
Not with me.
Yeah.
Although today I gave her a ride my other cart in the basket. She's cute as can be. And she just fits in that basket.
She's very sweet, this Wanda. Very fond of her.
There's a whole lot of nursing homes I could get into with that cart. With her in the basket.
Because it's so narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not like Fisher cats. Yeah, so that's the problem. That's why Janine and I were discussing the Fisher cat issue. And they will be back for more since they know there's super tasty, lovely chickens.
Yep.
And be very careful out there.
I have a bunch of electric fences. You just
Yes.
have to find them.
Well, Janine knows where there's one, so I'm going to try and get that set up. I don't know what happened with the previous chickens. I'm not sure what to do about it. We're going to speak with animal control, though.
What's this?
About the Fisher cat, we're going to speak with animal control. Yes,
I would if I were you, because they hurt people.
Yep. And Uncle
And
Bud,
if it's not afraid of you.
no. No, it's having a tug of war.
I know
A
it.
blinking chicken.
I don't like that.
I expected it
You're
to...
lucky it didn't just turn on you with those great claws.
I know they've got very big claws. I was actually thinking it would see me and run away, but no.
I know. See, that it should have. And that's why I begin to suspect things like rabies.
Well, so that's an interesting thing. So Nancy says if you can't protect your chickens, then maybe stop having chickens. Well, yes and no. You know, I suppose everybody that's got chickens has got exactly the same problem. And it then comes down to whether or not you want them to live in almost like, you know, enclosed areas, or if you want them to free range. So they're within a paddock. The dogs, I will say, were in the house when this happened, and I haven't... We had chickens for about 2 years now. We've had chickens for 2 years, and I have not had a problem. And this is the first time, so it could just be, you know, he's passing by and he's seen them.
You know, we live in the forest. Let's face it. Right
Yeah.
there is the forest.
Yeah,
And it is a forest.
yeah,
It's got a couple thousand... It's a big place, and it's all wild.
yeah,
There's wild animals in there. And we are an easy touch.
yeah. So it's not quite as easy as don't have chickens, because I've got chickens, and we'll just protect what we've got as best we possibly can. And
There's nothing like electricity.
yes. So I think
There isn't.
that's the route we're going to have to go down.
I mean, because you can't shoot them. You know.
No, because I couldn't shoot a gun in the first place.
Well, you know,
I'd be lethal.
Right, but there's so many houses, you know, you'd shoot
Yeah.
6 people in the process.
That's only if my aim was good enough.
Although, what's that scatter pellets? Shotgun?
Shot. Was it shot? Yeah, because it
whatever.
comes out in
A whole bunch of little pieces. But you'd be shooting your chicken at the same time.
Exactly.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
If anybody gets any ideas, you let us know.
Yeah.
If you know where the chicken's coming in, you can put that tanglefoot there. That'd make a mess. Because they would then start walking and pick up, and there'd be everything dragging with
Exactly.
it.
Oh.
Wendy is the name of that woman that has the harness.
Oh.
Wendy Wood.
She's in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right. Did you hear that funny noise?
There are a lot of funny noises around here.
Oh, I tell you. So there's no job tomorrow or Friday.
You have an appointment tomorrow afternoon.
Yes. Oh, are we getting that hurricane that's coming up the way? Is it coming this way?
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. I think it didn't clear Bermuda.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
Well, you see, this is what's really difficult, Nancy. It's not that we're not bothered about it. In fact, I was so bothered about it that I went and asked my vet friend what I could do about a Fisher cat. I haven't had a problem in 2 years, and I am exceptionally fond of my chickens. So, and it may be, I mean, in your mind, it may be concerning for an organisation that says they care about animals not to care, but we do care. And, you know, I think that using electric gridding is the way forward. It's the only thing that I could possibly think of doing, because our chickens are very fortunate in that they have a very large area in which they are free to roam. It's the most natural habitat.
Ours are certainly free roaming.
Yeah, it's the most natural habitat they can possibly have.
You
And
know,
they,
you've got the same thing as people skiing.
why do people ski?
Well, you're right. Some of them are going to get hurt and killed.
Well, yeah, but
It happens to people all the time.
the thing is, you know, I even inquired about getting a goose, because apparently geese are lethal.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah,
Swans are even worse.
yeah. So, I actually take it very seriously. I take the welfare of all the animals very seriously.
The reason that the hawks don't come in and take them is the stuff we have flying in the breezes up there. It makes it look like we call it a used car lot. That keeps the hawks away, but it doesn't apparently do anything with the fisher cat.
He probably thinks we're
I
decorating
wonder
dinner.
what happened if you fed the fisher cat.
I'd actually thought about that as well, but apparently that is a very bad thing to do, because then it will bring its friends.
Well, no, you put them in a certain place where you want them all to go.
Yeah. I don't want them to go anywhere in the farm. So, you know, I have spoken with people about it, because yes, we are concerned, and it's not something that we're flippant about. It sadly is a fact of life, particularly when you're on a farm. And we'll be taking...
You know, we're going to have an awful lot of... What's way over there?
a goat.
Oh. We're going to have an awful lot of snap traps. You could...
I don't think that will hold the fisher cat.
Oh, it would. It
Oh,
would
trouble.
surprise it.
It would surprise it,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Surprise all of us. So,
Guess who's ready for supper?
we're not being flippant or
Oh,
not
Janine.
taking it seriously. We're getting it sorted.
Stop looking at the bunny. Larky. Larky. Leave the bunny alone.
Yeah, that chicken that we have behind us here, she has had her... I actually thought the reason she flew over was because the flight feathers had grown back really, really quickly. But her flight feathers are still short, and I really can't trim any more of them. She's obviously just got a very good set of short feathery wings on her. But Nick moved the chicken house further away from the fence, so maybe if we're very lucky she'll stay there. But the good thing about that little house is it's got its own attached run.
It's gotta keep moving it though, because there'll be
Otherwise the grass will die.
the green grass. Where's she going?
I don't know, but I can't tell if she's talking to herself or if she's on the phone.
No, she's not on the phone because they're both hands hanging down.
She's talking to herself then. Or the ducks. Well, the chickens get safely locked in. They're in a kennel at night time. They're in the nut house. So I'm not worried about when they're inside, because the nut house has a concrete and epoxy floor. So it's totally secure, which is fantastic. It was obviously when they were out yesterday
Still could
afternoon.
get, Fisher cat can still get in that place.
No, I've shut all the doors off.
And
There's only one door.
raccoons.
There's only one door that opens now.
The raccoon would figure out how to open it. You know, a raccoon can come in and eat all the chickens in one fell swoop.
It'd have to get in first,
Yep. Yeah,
and everything's locked.
yeah, that's good.
So,
I've not had it happen either, but I think it's because I got so many dogs.
what? And I've got 7.
Right.
Yes. Oh, Wallace is not training at the moment, but I think he might be bringing another horse in. He's been training over on
Where is
Meriden.
he?
What? he does have a full-time job.
Oh,
Inconvenient, I know.
where's his father?
He also has a full-time job.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is their busy season.
I don't know which one is the father either, because he's not that old looking.
No, he's
The
far.
guy that around here that
Yeah.
people kept saying is Wallace's father.
Yeah, he isn't. He's not very old. He's much.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's much younger than anyone here. Yes, they've got buckets of water because you must remember that Elvis and Jemmy, in the way that the goats have the access onto the pond area, they have access into the goat area. And sometimes you will see them, they stand at the exit to the goat paddock, and that's where all the water is. So they've definitely got access to water.
I keep looking underneath this thing at that.
At that thing down there.
No, I'm looking at the television.
Oh, right.
I'm trying to read it, so I'm.
No, it's Sophie that rollerblades. And Sophie's going out on jobs at the moment. She's going back to school in 10 days, though. The turkeys are very funny. Yeah, I'm hoping that the Fisher cat wouldn't be silly enough to come down here during the day because the dogs are kicking around. There's a lot of activity down here.
I'm not sure who would win between a Fisher cat and my dog.
I don't think the Fisher cat would win that one.
I don't know, those big claws.
Melvin is actually fine because I was a wee bit worried about him a few days ago, so I've been keeping an eye on him. And he's fine. He's when he's outside, he's up to full nonsense. I think one of the things he's feeling a bit dejected about is the Miss Blossom kicks him out of his bed. So as soon as he and Milo, you know the two wee male goats, they sleep together. They sleep in a tiny wee bed together. They're still doing that. Well, Blossom, the mummy goat, she's like, right, out. So she chucks them out, and the two goats, the two females, they sleep in opposite beds. So the boys have to go off and find their own beds. So it's a bit like bed wars at the moment. But he is actually all A-okay, because he's my wee buddy. Nah. I know that's a really nice barn with all those animals in it.
What?
We're saying it's really interesting watching the barn that's got the zebus, the goats and the turkeys. It's a nice barn. They all get on really well. Well, Nancy, you know, this is a problem, and it's a problem throughout life. Turning your back on a problem is always the answer, and I don't think anybody's turning their back on a problem.
Oh, no.
So the situation is, we have animals here. We have coyotes on the other farm. In fact, we've got 2 packs of coyotes on the other farm. We're as vigilant as we possibly can be, but I suppose maybe the only solution we would have to keep everything safe is not to have the animals at all. Now, given the rabbits were rescues, the ducks have been rescues, and all of these are rescued, you're then expecting another rescue to take on our rescue animals. So another farm has exactly the same problems that we have. There's wildlife around about, there's birds in the trees, there's things that live in forests, and what we do strive to provide is the safest environment and the healthiest living. I would not prepare to keep turkeys or the ducks or the chickens inside, because that's battery farming and it's exceptionally cruel.
You have to realize that experience comes in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we've been this road a very long time, and we know that we do the best we can. But if we're going to have them, and then there's absolutely nothing we can do about the wildlife, which I've been fighting for years, you just have to learn to live with what you can't control.
Yeah, and I was asked today to take in another 3 ducks because somebody's domestic dog broke one of the duck's legs when it attacked it. You know, I mean, you get it on all ends. You know, you've got people who, you know, live on farms, or, you know, protected farms, and then somebody's walking their dog and a dog goes in with the sheep. They abort all their lambs. It's a really difficult thing. It's very unpleasant. It's part and parcel of working with animals and working with people. So I suppose the problem we have here is every single animal that we have, and let's face it, they're rescues, every single animal that we've have has come from probably quite an unpleasant background. We're doing our very best to give them the best life possible, and we're trying to do it as safely as possible. Anybody in our circumstances has exactly the same issues that they are also facing. This is not something that is peculiar to us, and it's a difficult thing. It's not pleasant losing animals, but we do our very, very best. So I suppose I'm not sure what more we could possibly do other than that.
Yeah, I think that sometimes people are just looking for basically trouble, to criticize something that unless you're willing to come out here and have a go at it, and you're all welcome to come, you know that. Come out here and see what we're dealing with and see if you can figure out anything better. I mean, maybe we haven't thought of everything, but it's not for want of trying.
No, and one of the nice things is there's so many people who give up their time to talk with us, to make suggestions, to say, well, it's okay, I happen to have electric fencing here, you can borrow that and give that a shot.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many people, we all work together and we all support one another, and it's all for the welfare of the animals. And, you know, I think we're doing a good job. I'm always keen to hear suggestions, you know, even somebody turning around.
Sometimes we get a good suggestion, you know, we haven't thought of. We have run into that. That's, you know, and I've been at it a long time, and
yeah,
it's unusual to surprise me, but I can be surprised.
So please rest assured, you know, we're doing everything we possibly can, and we're not being flippant about the welfare of the animals. So, but
Well, sometimes it gets pretty funny to try to cope with some of these things.
Well, yeah.
You know?
And I'll tell you one of the most ridiculous things, and I was telling a lady at the weekend about this. We've, you know, the big main barn on Meredith.
Yeah.
2 years ago, we had one of the coldest snaps came in overnight. It was, the wind chill took it down to, oh, your eyelashes were freezing. You know that way?
Yeah,
it was painful to breathe outside. And we have all these animals on Meredith, and I had every single stall on the main barn filled with animals. But you know the two big, I had Betty White, Betty Not So White, and I had Ted, the mules, and the mules do not like to be contained. I had the mules, the 5 white goats, and who else did I have? And was it sheep? All in the main aisle of this barn. And it was just, everything was just packed in, and then we had to lock the doors because Ted can open doors. And it was absolute chaos. But everybody was warm, they were all breathing, none of the water froze. And
no, the water froze.
No,
wow.
And that's pretty good going, because you couldn't keep unfrozen water outside even with the water heaters. And you do what you need to do. And it's just the way we operate. We certainly don't ignore things, and we try our best to tackle them.
It's another thing on water, you know, these big draft horse people, including Budweiser, etc., they water their horses like twice a day or something.
Yes.
Give them all the water they want twice a day. That's it. They're shut off. You know, they're standing in straight stalls and they don't have water. So the fact that ours, we at least attempt to have ours have water all the time, as long as they fill their belly with enough water once or twice a day, they're fine. That's what they would, in the wild, they don't all stand in the river all the time.
No, they don't. And, you know, one of the most natural, if you have a massive amount of space, one of the most natural ways to keep equine is to have a track and hay, and then a water station, and then more hay. So they have to keep moving, because that's the natural way that, you know, it keeps their stomach moving, it keeps them moving.
That's the same as I'm supposed to do, is walk up and down.
I'm not giving you a hay station.
So when I got
Goodness.
those chocolates at the other end.
Chocolates at the other end. Listen, if there was chocolates at the other end, we'd all be walking in that direction. Ugh. Yeah. And the really interesting thing is, on Meredith, there's 2 packs of coyotes, because it's a really big space. And we obviously have 10 sheep. And the coyotes can clear those fences, no problem. But we also happen to have Enzo. And Enzo is an absolute pain in the ass. And so he's a mini mule. He's teeny weeny. Now, we don't rehome animals as wildlife protectors. But Enzo, we just cannot stop him. As soon as anybody or an animal comes up to the paddock line, he prances up. He's like Pepe Le Pew, boing, boing, boing. And he stands there and he's like, "Can I help you? My name is Enzo. I'm the paddock guardian. And what do you want?" And fortunately, touch wood, we have had no coyotes bothering the sheep. Yeah. And that's him doing what he naturally wants to do. We certainly haven't asked him to do it, because I could guarantee if we did ask him, he wouldn't do it. But it's it's an odd thing. I am interested in a livestock guardian dog.
A livestock
guardian dog. I think they're fascinating. Is it Marema?
Goat guardian dog?
No, livestock guardian dogs.
Livestock guardian, yeah. There are a lot of them.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like it because they have to live outside.
Well, some of them have so much hair they can't live inside.
I know, but it's hot.
It's the Pyrenees, these sort of
yeah.
thing.
And we've got snakes as well, yes. Oh, so that hurricane is going to maybe bring us big waves, which won't be a problem in our pond, but lots of wind.
Right.
We had that last night.
Rain.
Yeah.
I hope not in the next 2 days. Somebody cut an awful lot of hay yesterday, was it?
Where was that?
I've forgotten. Oh, I know. It's down by the Home for the Deaf.
Oh, in those fields.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll get that in quickly enough, I think.
Yeah.
It's not bad until Friday. I've got some of those, yes, Fernanda.
What's going on behind me?
That's Janine.
Oh.
Thank you, Sue.
She's playing on the rock pile again.
I hope she's not doing something while you're not looking, eh? We'll be way over there to supervise in just 1 second. Yeah, we haven't come across the lions and tigers. We do have bears, though.
Bears we have?
Yeah. Yeah, chicken. I'm going to have words with that chicken.
What's that chicken to Will? Surfing to the neck?
Yeah, she was walking along the fence.
Oh.
I'm going to get you a slingshot, and every time she does that, I want you to fire something at her. Just to scare her, don't hit her. I've got 7 dogs in my house. Yeah, there are bears. Is it?
No.
It's brown bears we've got. No, it's black bears, the small ones.
They're not very big.
No, they're small ones. You still making your monkey fists?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you know what? I'll bet you we didn't send out the prize money for the last shitting. Did somebody send the winners the prize of money out?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That suddenly occurred to me because it should be the picture and some monkey.
Oh no, this one was the naming of the bunny, but I don't know about the other one.
Well,
Let's ask Janine. She'll love that question. No, Ava came back. She's just working. Well,
a donkey or two keep the fisher cats away. Well, they'd have a shot at it, but
I've never heard of a donkey attacked by a fisher cat.
no. Donkeys have that peculiar way of just freezing. and just chewing grass and chewing grass. And then all of a sudden they're chum. And
Yeah.
they're dead.
I don't want to eat my chickens either. That'd be a mess. No. My dogs are terrified of donkeys. We are just keeping on, aren't we?
Yeah.
I give you a laugh. You know that thunder and lightning storm we had? Was it Thursday? The one that...
The bad one.
The really bad one that was absolutely bouncing. And Michelle went out and she's like, and the thunder and lightning and the lightning's coming down and I'm touching the metal fence and I'm like, okay. I said to Nick, I said, quick, the closest place to protect the goats is in the basement. And he said, you can't put the goats in the basement. There's not enough room. And I was like, I don't know how we're going to get them anywhere else. But hey, oh, there's the gentleman with your dinner.
Yeah.
He's getting very brave.
It goes along with my lunch.
Yes.
Got the lunch in there too. I better run before the dogs get in. The door is open over there. That's a bad thing.
Okay.
I said, you're on your own. Bye, guys.
Okay. I'll take this.
Take
I'll go
away.
this way. Oh! Okay.
They're not good at this stuff.
We did let her express herself, Tiggy, and it's important. And you see, the thing is, it's actually really important for everybody to have their opinion. She's worried the dogs are going to eat her dinner, which they probably will, actually. And it is important, but, you know, I think it's also important to say that, you know, what's happened before with the animals are all very carefully looked after. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen Nick with his blinking ducks, but he's a pain in the ass with his ducks. And we're as careful as we possibly can be. And what's going on before happens on every single farm. And this is, you know, this is just, it's unfortunately part and parcel of life. We take the animals on, they've come from, you know, difficult backgrounds, etc. And we try and, thank you, you'll be going back to your pond. And we try and, you know, give them the best life possible. So it is important because you do learn from what other people think, but we're not rehoming the chickens, because everybody who has chickens in this area has exactly the same problems, unless they're keeping them in an inside situation. And that's not really what is the best life for them, I don't think. But everybody's got their own personal opinion, and that's fine. But, you know, I quite staunchly suggest that we're doing a reasonably good job here. I think they're worried about the dogs. Oh, dearie me. And you know what? Nancy's worried about the chickens. We're all worried about the chickens. I honestly could have strung that blinking thing up last afternoon had I been able to catch it, but I wasn't. A duck has taken over mail chat. Janine is snacking. Oh, sorry. I shall continue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to hear about eagles swooping in. Thank you very much. I know it's very noisy here. It's very nice though, isn't it? All the noises. Good animal noises. Oh, I think... And then you've got Carlene yelling and blowing her whistle, but I said to her she's not to blow her whistle any longer because we don't pay it the blindest bit of attention because it just goes in with all the other noise, doesn't it? So that was just a cable that was supposed to have been put on the bottom of the wire fencing. That's all he was replacing. We haven't electrified it. Not yet, anyway. Murphy is doing exceptionally well because Murphy is just a big dope on a rope, isn't he? He's lovely. Yeah, the coyotes are something else. I actually worry about my dogs more than anything with coyotes. But they've all been fine. So this is interesting. Our dog Gracie, she is part Anatolian shepherd, and she would eat the chickens as soon as look at them. So she has absolutely no value as a livestock guardian dog. That much I do know. See, all of our animals are locked in at night time, so what we're really looking for is some extra patrols during the day. Now, my dog runs actually back onto the chicken paddock, and they share a fence line. But I had all my dogs in the house because it was 90 degrees, because I didn't want them outside when it was so hot. So I suppose maybe that was my fault for bringing the dogs in. But normally when the chickens are out, there's at least, I put my dogs out in 2 separate packs. So there's normally at least one set outside, but they were all inside because it was far too hot yesterday. Have we got bobcats here? We've got bobcats as well. Yeah, excellent. Yes, donkeys are actually lethal when they get going. Here we go. No, just that one yesterday. Okay. So, we'll speak with you all tomorrow, because it'll be Tuesday by then, I think. Night, night.